Mr. Cunningham, would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and DOC number for the record, sir.
Tremaine Cunningham, 396684.
All right, Mr. Cunningham. I'll introduce the parole panel to you. My name is Cheryl Renatza. This is Mr. Alvin Roche. This is Mrs. Pearl Wise. Let me read some identifying information into the record and we'll get started. But before I do that, I want to acknowledge the guests we have here in Baton Rouge with us. We have Terrence Wynn, who will be speaking on your behalf. We'll call on him at the appropriate time. We also have Tina Crockett, Darren Shivers, and LaDiamond Crockett, who are here in support. So, Mr. Cunningham, you're classified as a fourth felony offender. You're currently serving a 23-year sentence. You were sentenced January 22nd, 2007 for illegal possession of stolen things, simple burglary, and then as a habitual offender, simple burglary. Your parole eligibility has passed. It was in May 2011, and you have a good time date in April of 2028, April 14th. Does that information sound correct to you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This morning, your case has been assigned to Mr. Roche. Would you answer his question? Yeah. Warden, can you introduce yourself for the record?
Good morning. It's Crystal Simon, Assistant Warden, and I am waiting on the Deputy Warden to walk in, Warden Thompson.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Good morning, Mr. Cunningham. How are you?
I'm all right, and you?
Good.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Cunningham,
Yes, sir.
you're currently 44 years old, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've been incarcerated for 18 years.
Yes, sir.
And you're a fourth felony offender.
Yes, sir.
So you were convicted of 4 felonies by the age of 20.
Yes, sir.
So tell me what was going on. You had so much criminality in your life and you committed 4 felonies before the age of 25 and you've been incarcerated for the last 18 years. What was going on?
Well, sir, I come from a single parent. My mother, she was on her own, and I was struggling with a drug addiction. So instead of me trying to get a job and work to take care of myself and to support myself, I stole from people. I took from other people. And today I like to apologize to everybody I stole from. I not only hurted them, I also hurted myself and my loved ones.
How old were you when you first started using drugs?
I was like 13 years old.
13 years old.
Yes, sir.
And when's the last time you used any type of illegal drugs?
2020, 21 or 22, if I'm not mistaken.
So you're still at it?
No, sir.
Oh yeah, you're still at it.
No, sir.
Now, you've been eligible for parole since May 13th, 2011. Is that correct?
No, well, when the laws went into effect in 2006,
Sir, your master record says that your parole eligibility date was May 13th, 2011. So you've been eligible for the last 12 years. Am I correct?
well, no, sir. No, sir.
Oh, you didn't know it. Okay. Okay, but I'm telling you now, so you do know that you've been eligible since 2011.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Now, I'm going to get to the reason why this is your first parole hearing a little bit later on, okay?
Sir.
You've been arrested 12 times and you have 4 felony convictions. You have opposition from the law enforcement. You have opposition from the judge who sentenced you. And you do have some victim opposition. So let's get to the reason why this is your first parole hearing. And give me a second. How many disciplinary write-ups have you had in 18 years of incarceration? Do you know?
Not the exact number, but a lot of, I had a lot of disciplinary reports.
Well,
With trouble in it.
70 disciplinary write-ups in 18 years of incarceration.
Sir.
That's an average of 4 disciplinary write-ups for every year that you've been incarcerated. And the reason why this is your first hearing, you've had a write-up or multiple write-ups every year since 2011. The last write-up was in May of 2022. And that was for contraband. What was the contraband?
Chewing tobacco.
Then you had a write-up in 2021 for paper for synthetic marijuana.
Sir.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
When is the last time you used Mojo?
20, 21, 22.
Then you had a dirty drug screen in December of 22.
Sir.
Possession of meth and methamphetamines in 21.
Sir.
You had a knife in 2020.
Yes, sir.
You had an aggravated fight in 2019.
Yes, sir.
Aggravated disobedience, 2018. Aggravated work offense, 2018. Two fights in 2018. It goes on and on and on. I'm not going to waste any time. But you had multiple write-ups every year since you've been incarcerated. It's unacceptable, Mr. Cunningham. Opposition, you have I can only see 2 programs that you completed. Pre-release and anger management. Tell me about any other programs that you've completed in 18 years.
Living in balance.
When did you finish? You got enrolled in Living in Balance in July of this year. Is that correct?
I just graduated last Saturday.
But what I'm saying is, after 18 years, you finally taken a substance abuse. Why haven't you taken it before now?
I took NAAA like in 2011.
That's not a program, that's a meeting. Mr. Cunningham, you're not ready.
Yes, sir.
You're not ready. First of all, you have to say right with your record, you have to say right up to 2 or 3 years before I would even consider granting your parole. You got to take more programs. Thinking for a change, victim awareness, anger management, because I see a lot of fights and aggravated offenses. You need to take anger management again. Do you have any kids? Do you have any children?
Sir, I have 1 daughter.
Take Malachi Dad, Inside Out Dad. There is a whole list of programs that you need to get under your belt before I would even consider granting a parole. You need to get your mind set that you're going to do what's right, you're going to follow the rules. How am I supposed to grant a parole to individuals who can't follow the rules when he's incarcerated? When he's watched 24 hours a day? And I'm going to put you on parole and you're not going to do anything but break the rules. You understand where I'm coming from?
Sir.
You're 44 years old, you're not a young man anymore. You have a loving family who traveled all the way here to be with you. It's about time you consider other people and stop putting yourself first. I want this to be an event that will be a turnaround for you to change your attitude. You have two of the best wardens that I know. If you need help, check with Warden Simon or Washington. They will give you the assistance you need. I need to see you right up free for at least another year or two before you even think about reapplying.
Sir.
You on the same page,
Yes, sir.
Madam Chairman?
Let me just, Mr. Cunningham, I will say, I'm encouraged. I do see you've been over a year without a write-up. Tell us what you got out of the Living in Balance class.
And I learned how to control my triggers, and how to overcome, like hanging around negative people that have addiction. When I'm trying to do right, it is only draw me back into that lifestyle. So I changed from hanging around negative people to hanging with positive people.
Good, even in there, right? Even where you're at, you can do that.
Because I've been here
Good.
6 months, how to write up on the card. I've really been trying. I know since I've been locked up, my disciplinary record is, but I come along with, my mom old, she aging. It's time. I'm tired.
Yeah,
I
I'm tired. That's what it takes, I'm glad you said that.
I made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I take all responsibility for my actions, and I apologize to everybody that heard it. I just want a chance,
Okay, that's encouraging. Ms. Wise has some questions of you.
Good morning. Good morning. When you got arrested on this charge, you was working for a car dealership, weren't you?
It's like when I got out, I knew a guy and his uncle gave me a job.
Who gave you a job?
A guy that I knew, his uncle had a used car lot. All I used to do was just like wash cars,
Okay, yeah.
It wasn't nothing
So
steady.
your job at the car lot was to wash cars.
That's mine.
Okay, and you took one of the cars, right, from the car lot, and that's how you was able to commit this crime, right?
Eventually, that's mine.
Do you have you had an opportunity to take a trade? What you want to be when you grow up?
Well, I want to be a cement finisher. I like to, lay ground.
You understand you?
Cement finisher. I like
Okay.
to lay concrete.
Okay, good.
I
Good.
work. I would work. Since I've been incarcerated, every facility I've been at, I had a job, so I would work. It just that
Good.
when I was out then, I was young and I didn't have the support that I really needed that I got now today. My support is stronger than what it was. At one time, I didn't have a place to stay. I used to steal cars just to sleep in them. Didn't have nowhere to go. Steal food out of the grocery store just to have something to eat. And that
Okay.
was stealing from other people, taking from other people. You know what I'm saying? And I apologize.
Good. But you got support now. You got support now. So you got to come on up, like you said, it's time. All right, good. I'm just glad to hear you got a trade in mind.
Yes,
Good.
ma'am.
Okay, Warden Thompson, is there anything you can add?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Just wanted to make note that I did speak to him on yesterday, and I had him at Angola. He's at Angola. He actually dealing with some situations over there. But at the same time, I think he and I both realized some of his problems that he had been dealing with. He owned into it yesterday. He needs some extensive training, as far as helping out our needs for substance abuse. He still have issues with that, but I appreciate the fact of the matter he have kind of owned up to it. He owned up to the fact no matter what his needs are, what he identified to be some of his problems. So I think that's so important. He tried to involve himself in everything he has to get involved with.
Good, thank you. All right, we'll hear from Mr. Terrence Wynn now. Morning.
Good morning. Mr. Tremaine, he's at a hard life. And it's a known fact that people that recover, they can't do it without having a strong support system. Those that are successful with recovery, that success comes from those that support them. We are here to support it, have an organization that's gonna support it collectively and individually. You know, it's a real hard task. Coming from prison and overcoming so many things, so many obstacles that's in prison. It's a hard task overcoming the drug addiction. And a lot of us within our organization have dealt with it. So we got a 24-hour support system. Right up. I mean, I'm a testament of a person that overcame a lot of write-ups. I spoke before the United Nations once, and I go back to speak for the United Nations again. So my write-up and those struggles never hindered me. They only prepared me to do better. And I think that with us supporting them, embracing them, setting them up to succeed over the phase that he had, he will succeed. I know it's an arduous task for you to just not seek the write-ups. The write-up don't make it. It's recovery. Him putting himself in a position not to use drugs. It's the hardest task that he's had to face. That's something he's probably never done since the age of 13. He's done it within the last year. I know we want more from him. We want more from him. But I think if you used to give him back to him, he wouldn't be dissatisfied. He wouldn't be saying, man, I should have never gave him a chance. I can rest assured that you would say, I was hard on him, I gave him a chance, and he succeeded. And I feel good about that. So we ask that you please take it into consideration to look beyond all this past mistakes and give him a chance. Because all his past mistakes got him to where he's at. No one's ever really given him a chance. Give him a chance. Hey, we're gonna take care of it. We won't let you down. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Cunningham, is there a statement you'd like to make to us before we vote?
Yes, ma'am. Well, I want to thank y'all for coming and hearing my story today. You know, and like I said, you know, my whole life I struggled, you know, but I don't just, you know, put it on my life or where I come from, you know, because I had a chance to do better, you know, but I feel like, you know, if I had a second chance, I could show not just, you know, the state, but my loved one, that I am a better person than what my record saying I am, the write-up that I got saying I am. You know, I've been in situations where I felt like I was just alone. I ain't have nobody. I ain't have no outside support. So it's during times, especially like being in Angola, I'm just, you know, a non-violent offender around a lot of inmates with life sentence. So I'm gonna contain violence or negativity, you know, until I caught on and realized I gotta change. I'm still hurting myself. I've seen a lot of people that on drugs. And I had friends that died on fentanyl. Can't do it no more. I love myself. You know, I love my loved one. You know, I just want a chance to show everybody that embrace me that I can do better. You know? I apologize. I apologize to the victims. I apologize to, you know, the state and my loved one. You know, all, you know, the wrongs I did, the stealing I was doing, I could have did better. You know, I just ain't had the strength, the strong support that I really needed. Like I say, I was semi-homeless out there. You know, I ain't have nowhere to live. I steal the car and sleep in it. That's how I was getting by, you know. But now as I got older, I got wiser, and I know what I got to do to be a man. I got to, you know, work. I get out the day, I got jobs waiting on me. I wanna work, I wanna take care of my fiance, help take care of her kids, you know. I can't keep, you know, just living like this, in and out of jail. I know I was in and out all my life, ever since I was a juvenile. But I do take my responsibility for all of my actions I ever did. That's mine.
All right, well said. You've given that a lot of thought. I appreciate your remarks. I think we are prepared to vote, Mr. Roche.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Mr. Cunningham, I spent at least 2 or 3 hours with you, getting ready for this report. And when you first came on camera this morning, I said, gee whiz, this is a nice looking young man.
Thank you.
He looks to be 25 years old, not 44. And I could not relate the information I read the last 2 or 3 days with the young man I was looking at on the screen. I was hard on you this morning simply because I wanted to make a difference for you because I needed you to turn around. But I see you talked to Warden Thompson on yesterday, and I think you've started to turn around already. Please remember, Warden Thompson, Warden Simon is there to help you. There's administrators, but I know these 2 individuals, and if you need anything to help with your rehabilitation, they will do their best to make sure that you get what you need. And deep down, I wish I could grant you this morning, but you have so much baggage. I need to see at least a little bit more time. It's what? Been almost 15 or 16 months since your last write-up?
Yes, sir.
So tell me what, and very briefly, what event or what happened that you made this turnaround in the last 15 months?
I'm tired. You know, I feel like steady getting right up, setting myself back. So I feel like I can do better. I know I can do better, so I really want to do better. So I can't keep going backwards. So I've been in jail all my life. It's time for me to live, and I want to show change. You know, just talking about it, I can say anything, but my action. You know, I got really some real strong support, people that love me, and I don't want to let them down. You know, and so I really like, you know, feel like the need to change. I got to change for me myself. You know, that's my mission, to do better.
Mr. Cunningham, I've heard enough. I'm going to do something that I don't usually do. And Warden Thompson,
Yes, sir.
Simon, I need you to sort of agree to what I'm about to do. I'm going to conditionally grant your release after the 9-month Steve Paul intensive substance abuse program, in which time you have intensive substance abuse and you have some of the basic courses that the DOC offers. Plus, it will give me 9 months to see whether or not you have learned the lesson and can follow the rules for the next 9 months. Because if you get a disciplinary write-up in this program, this decision will be rescinded.
Sir.
Warden Thompson, do you think that's a good idea?
Yes, sir, I really do.
My vote is to grant conditionally completion of the 9-month Steve Hall program. After completion of that program, I want you to follow all recommendations of the Steve Hall program. I want you to attend at least 3 NAAA meetings a week. I want you to have random drug screens. And I want you to do at least 5 hours of community service a month. And have a curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. You're a 4th felony offender. If you ever get convicted of another felony, you'll probably be retirement age or more before you release. Because you get billed as an habitual offender and you spend the rest of your life in jail. You understand?
Sir.
I'm out on a limb. I'm only one vote. If this happens, please don't make me fall down and break my leg.
Promise you I won't.
Okay?
Mrs. Wise.
Mr. Cunningham, Mr. Cunningham, Mr. Cunningham. I do believe you, and I believe that you believe you. But I just need to see a lot more time doing good. You have a long history of the negative. You got a year and you are turning the corner. For me, my vote is to deny because of the opposition from the law enforcement. You have very poor supervision history. You revoked every time that you were on supervision. And you started using drugs at age 13. That's a long time in that area. You do need long-term substance abuse treatment. I commend you on the positive family support because I see you with a man with hope today. So don't let nothing that's said here change the hope. And my recommendation is that you request Steve Hall and then you reapply after you finish Steve Hall, and that you strongly engage in AANA meetings. That's your lifeline now. You got to, but that is my vote. But I believe you. Take care.
All right, you do the same.
Mr. Cunningham, I have, as I mentioned, I'm encouraged by the work you've done over the last 13 months or however long it's been, over a year. I do agree with Warden Thompson. I think you have some work to do. You know, your record is your record and you got to live it down. You know, you got to work hard. And so for me, I still need a little bit more time of you being able to demonstrate, as you have over the last year, that you have turned the corner. I mean, I know you probably didn't learn about parole eligibility to probably around 2018 or so. And I see in your record, that's kind of when you started getting involved in programs. But you still had the write-ups, you still had the positive drug screens. I see some other write-ups that are concerning. So for me, my vote today is to deny, get with the warden, get in the programs you can, reapply after you've completed some more programs and stay right up front. So you did get one favorable vote from Mr. Roche, and the 2 votes to deny. So this morning your parole's been denied. And keep working hard. I think you'll be successful the next time you come up. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.